Mainly, it's a highly successful, good-looking, charismatic film star. But there's all the hot chicks in work are absolute fascists. They refuse to accept, me as a massively wealthy, good-looking, my lived experience apparently means nothing to them. It's disgraceful.
Oh man, I'm really sorry to hear that, Mark. It sounds like it's really, really bothering you.
It is.
I don't know where to go from here. We're stuck.
Oh no!
But speaking of stuck, I think Lewis's connection has probably given up.
Right, folks. Now, most of us are here. Like when
I think that it's only one rightful thing to do.
We need a pre-arranged signal where you want me to drop the because I haven't got many goes of it. Globe of Invulnerability, if at all. So just shout Jenga and point where you want it to be if you want me to cast that on my next turn.
Cast it on Akxikas' anus.
You can't. It's stationary, and my anus can move. It's I think is it officially attached to my body, Dave?
Well, you told me, mate. You're playing your character, and I hope the answer is yes.
Well, I mean, I would have assumed so, but you can never be sure.
Akxikas has a detachable anus.
What level spells that? Surely that's got to be level 3, similar to Stinking Cloud.
You could send it floating. You could either cast Stinking
Pop it
Cloud.
over here for now. Get right there.
Or coil one down on a pillow or something.
The one in the player's handbook is Akxikas' detachable anus. Your opponent must make a Constitution saving throw. Or pucker up for a little kiss.
Too far. Too far.
How's that better?
That's much better, Lou. Yeah, it's better.
I did update something earlier.
Okay, seems to be working. Right, gents. Before we begin, let's assume that I'm shaking each of your hands and I'm wishing you good luck. It's been a long road. What's going to happen is going to happen. I'm not going to pull my punches, as you know. And it will be by the book, this fight. If I do something wrong, I can't go back. If you do something wrong, you can't go back. Okay. So let's begin as we always do with a mark game, shall we then? Just to settle. I mean, I need something to settle my game. Oh God.
Potato.
Chinchilla.
Oh, blind low. Always has.
Castrate.
I would like to negotiate the prize for the mark game today.
Yeah, well, I was just thinking. Go on, Jake. You have yours.
Mine was we get a full, like, the whole party gets a heal. So, like, it gets revived back to max HP because of the unlikelihood of getting it.
I was just going to go for your next hit is a crit.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, crit.
What's your word, Jake, before he comes back?
What's my word? Mine's going to be Brontosaurus.
Yeah, I'd have to. I was thinking that as I said, let's play the mark game. I was thinking, how can I fashion in a magic item? Oh, here we go.
Akxikas' detachable anus. Follows Strahd. Explodes him.
I had to filibuster my flying Eric there, sorry.
Nice.
Right. Well, what was I
gentlemen.
going to say? Oh yeah, I'm going to drop before everything kicks off. Just before, on that sort of potion drinking moment. Who can any of you lot cast protection from good and evil?
Well, I can. I can. Mark, you legend.
Well, everyone who can, I can cast it. I can twin cast it, and I think if we all have that up, or as many of us
Concentration
as
spell, though, isn't
possible,
it?
it is.
Let's do this. Let's do that first then.
Okay,
hold up. No, we need that up, don't we? Let me push you to your battle map. And I'm going to need who's concentrating on what. So I know, Lewis, you've had your potion of heroism, or Barwolf's had his potion of heroism. Akxikas has had his potion of invulnerability. Akxikas, you're now concentrating on protection on good and evil. Who are you twin casting it? Excuse me, on.
Let me just see how many. It's going to be. Oh God, Jake can do his own. Are you going to be doing it, Jake?
Yeah, I'm going to do it. It makes sense.
You're going to do it. Who else can cast it and is going to do it?
I haven't got the spell slots, to be fair.
Right, so I'm going to do
not.
it on Andy and Sam.
Ooh, actually, we don't need that, do we? No. Yeah. Okay.
I used oil of something or other.
You did oil of sharpness on
Oil
your
of
short sword.
sharpness.
Yeah, let's
Oil of
just
sharpness.
make sure. So protection from good and evil, Van Richten can do. He will cast it on Barwolf then. Okay, bear with me.
I also did motivational speech, so everyone should have 5 temporary HP, plus advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Nice.
And when you take damage, you get advantage on your next attack roll.
Yeah.
But once you lose the temporary HP, the spell ends.
Right, give me 30 seconds because I'm going to need to write some of this down. Just because if there's buffs going up left, right, and centre, I want to know what I've got buffs on.
So specifically, protection from good and evil. Creatures. So undead. This is concerning. They have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. You can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. And if the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed, you gain advantage on the saving throw.
Let me. Oh, I can't find fucking magic. Here we go. Twin spell. Spells level. It's a first level spell.
And then it's
so I only need to spend one. And just so we know, Dave, I've managed to generate 4 additional first level spell slots. So I've now got 3 additional first level spell slots.
What was your spell, Sam?
Motivational speech.
And that gives you advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Yeah. Whilst you've got the temporary hit points.
Does that
Once
count
you lose
temporary
them,
hit points
spell
I
ends.
got from the potion of heroism as well then, because I've got 15 temporary hit points now.
You can only have 1 chunk of temporary hit points. So if absolutely, you can choose which, but make sure you've recorded them accurately.
But then again, from the motivational speech, I get additional buffs, don't I?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'd still get them, even if you didn't take the hit points, so you'd still get the advantage.
Yeah, no, I'm happy for that. You can still have that.
Okay.
So let me just think. Oh, that's the other thing, Dave, that I've meant to. Didn't we in our timeline all get +1 AC till the end of the campaign?
Yes, they did in this one as well. So that still applies. Right,
it's not on. That must have not transferred over because he's 16. That's his proper armor class. Yeah, that's with his everything.
Okay. What's that? If you when you lit the beacon at Argynvost Holt.
Yeah.
Everyone gets +1 AC.
till the end
you
of
should
the campaign.
You should have it on.
Yeah, I think so.
I
I've
haven't.
got a magic bonus.
Yeah,
I
it should be a
imagine you
magic bonus +1.
Oh yeah, no, I have.
Yeah.
Right, so my AC, I'm not bothered putting it on because it's only for one fight, but my AC is 17.
Okay. Are you sure you're going to remember? Because I might not, Mark.
I am sure, mate. I trust myself with things
Okay,
this important.
right.
I think it's important.
Okay.
Let's not leave it to chance. Let's.
Mark, there is an item called Argynvost Blessing as a ring that I created that you can add on your character sheet and equip it, and it will do it for you.
What?
Like
Sorry.
haste thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it for now. Let's launch into this. Let's get going. So
Right.
the description I gave you last, I'm going to read to you, is Strahd's tomb. So black marble stairs descend to a dark tomb that has a vaulted ceiling 30 feet overhead. The essence of evil permeates the very air. The smell of freshly turned earth is here. Settled in the dirt on the floor is a shining black coffin of finely waxed wood. The coffin's fittings are brilliant brass and the lid is closed. South of the coffin are 3 gloomy alcoves. An iron lever protrudes from the north wall east of the tomb's entrance, and stood opposite you on the other side of the tomb is Strahd von Zarovich. As you arrive on the stairs, and he looks, smiles over all of you, and he will say, "So, it is time. I have been looking forward to this. To Akxikas, I bid you welcome."
I grin at him and say, "Thank you very much, you rancid lump of syphilitic smegma. Pleasure. My pleasure."
He smiles at you and he'll say, "I've consulted the mists. Morrigan's redemption is within your power. I know who you are now, and I know who she is. And the only way she will survive is if you lay down that staff of yours that you took from me and sit out this fight."
Well, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
And welcome to you, brother.
Like I trust you.
Brungrik.
Like I trust. It's like we'd trust you anyway, you fucking idiot. Do you think we are?
He's just enjoying this now. He's well into it. And for you, brother Brungrik, this is your way out. This is the last action of your long life. It can either be virtuous, or your soul can remain here with me forever. Lay down that sword.
Brungrik lowers the sword. and you
I'm
see the
pulling
tip
chip faces at him at this point.
touch the floor. And then he says, "You're right. It's been a very long road for me. But Pelor has been by my side even longer." As he draws it back up and squares his shoulders up. One last fight, eh?
One last fight, then. And that takes us to Barwolf. The pack is waiting for you. Join me, and you can stay with the pack and lead them as you see fit.
I'm going to snigger loudly.
He'll grin, and you've not seen him take off his mask before, because he's got a half mask on, and he pulls it off, and you just see these giant kind of wolf fangs, and he pulls out the head of, I forgot his name now, who was in the dining room, and he just throws it at Strahd's feet, and then pulls out his katana and points at it, and in like a growly voice goes, "Fuck you."
Nice. And so, Damian. Gwilym, no less. That name has special significance. I believe you're aware of the connection. Would you not like to know where your remaining uncle and father are?
I'm not in the business of bargaining with devils. You have murdered enough of my family and harmed
This
too
is not
many
a bargain.
people in this place.
This is a promise. This is a solemn vow.
Shut up, Strahd. Shut up. Can we get down
This
to
is
it,
not a
please?
conversation with you, tiefling.
Sit and spin, buddy.
Lay down the hilt of that sword, and we can find a way to your father.
Damian's going to clutch the hilt of the sword and he's going to ignite the blade. And he's going to look back at Strahd and he'll say, Sergei and Tatiana are with me and not with you.
Okay. He grimaces at this slightly as he looks finally, and he'll say, and to you, Valkyn. All this time, you know you are destined to be my right hand of vengeance. You know what to
Big
do
snigger.
when
Big
this
snigger again.
starts.
Valkyn's
Vengeance.
going to approach.
Yeah.
He's going to sheathe his weapons apart from his dagger. And he's going to approach. And he's going to take a knee onto Strahd and offer his dagger. You, Lord. I commit myself. Give me the power to vanquish my foes and reclaim what is rightfully mine.
What are you doing?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Are you telling me we have fought through Barovia together? The two that have survived all of this for you to fall now?
So we fought long and hard, Damian. Needs must.
Needs must.
Silence now.
Do you
Silence
hear
now.
yourself? And I think Damian's going to start Damian's going to pace. He's going to be kind of looking back at him, and he say, "Well, if needs must." And Damian's going to lift the sun's sword up, and he's going to be ready to go for Valkyn if he needs to.
So Strahd will take the dagger and pass it back to Valkyn and say, Valkyn, welcome. Together we will do much. To the east of this crypt, you see rising out of the ground 4 figures that you've seen before as the brides of Strahd claw their way out of the ground. Let's roll some dice in anger.
So hang on, who's just sold us out?
Valkyn.
The son of a bitch. Just a quick question, because I can't remember. Why is anyone else down on their max hit point modifier?
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I am. I'm quite a lot down from a max HP modifier. Wasn't it?
Was
For
that
the
when we
vampires?
fought vampires? But okay, that's fine.
Wait, didn't we get? Oh, we haven't had restoration cast on us, have we?
No.
That's fine.
Okay, right, we're going for it. So the first to act is Anastasia, who is Strahd points towards Damian, points towards the sun sword, the blazing sword of justice, and will say, "Him first, my pets." Anastasia is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, and then dash 5. 25, stand right in front of you. That's her turn. Escher will do
She's gonna take damage
likewise.
from the sun sword, though, isn't she?
25, 30, bear with me. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. It's only if they start their turn in your radius, I believe.
Oh, right. I thought if they moved into range
Moved
of
into it for the first time. Okay, that makes sense. Does it say that as well?
so they'd all take.
Yeah. So they're going to take their damage. That's their turn. That takes us to the first of you lot. Barwolf.
Go on, Luke.
Bonus action, my flame weapon.
Yeah. Oh, come on,
Damage,
gents.
that's a good start.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have a slash at what's her name? Anastasia or whatever her name is.
Anastasia, yes.
Yeah. 17.
17 hits.
Cool. So that's 9 points of damage.
Gotcha.
Plus 5 points of fire damage, and then
Yeah.
do I get my bless damage on top of that as well?
No, bless is for hitting.
Oh, for hitting. So that's my first one, and then I'll swing it around again and have another go.
Okay.
13.
13 misses.
Okay. I'm going to action surge then.
Yeah.
And then rinse and repeat.
Okay.
18.
18 hits.
12 points of damage.
Nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
4 points of fire damage.
Yeah.
Chipping away.
Yeah.
So
That's
second
pretty
attack from your action surge, because you get a full round economy, don't you?
My D&D Beyond's froze. Hang on.
That's all right.
Oh, there we
We've
go.
got it. 22 hits.
22.
Yeah. Okay.
12 points. of
12 again.
damage,
Nice.
3 points of fire.
15. Yeah, she's looking rough. Anything else from Barwolf?
No, not for now.
Okay. Valenta. 5, 10. Yeah, she's going to have to dash to get into there, Damian. So she's going to take 20 as well. Yeah, thanks, Jake. Nice one.
No worries. So I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna attack Escher in front of me.
Okay.
With the sun sword. So that's a 15 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. I'm gonna make another attack against him for a 23 to hit.
Yeah, hits.
That's 11 points plus an extra D8. Fabulous. And then so that's 16. So that's 16 points of damage. And then I'm gonna bonus action punch Anastasia.
Okay, go for it. Anastasia, yeah, it's me pronouncing it.
So that's that's not bad actually. That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
For not bad, 6 points of damage.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's everything from Damian for now.
Brother Brungrik.
All three of them need to roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Gotcha. Okay. So left to right. So Escher first. 14.
Fail.
16.
Fail.
Is Anastasia. And the last one is 18.
That's a pass, so half damage.
For Valenta, yeah.
Ugh.
Okay. Damage 6 and the other two.
Yeah. Just blast of pure radiant light comes out from him.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, bonus action, summon spiritual weapon right behind Anastasia.
Gotcha. Right. Let's stick that on the field.
And that attack as well.
I do.
Spurs behind Anastasia. Anastasia.
Yes, please.
Done. Go for it.
14 to hit.
14 misses.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. Valkyn.
So with his offhand, Valkyn's going to pull out his crossbow and he's going to aim it straight at Damian. As he does so, he's going to say, "Tell me, Lord, his power with Puppet Master pulling the strings, and with his prominent hand, he's going to plunge his dagger, his be Crusader short sword into Strahd."
Okay. Roll deception for me.
Yeah.
Come on, son.
That'll be a 30.
Oh, let's have some of that.
So you can have an advantage attack against Strahd.
Come on, natural 20, natural 20.
Yeah, come on.
Sorry. Once. 22.
22 hits.
Am I doing smite?
God.
When it's Strahd like.
Nani?
What is it? 5? No. 5?
You're casting it at level 1,
5d6.
so it'll be. Is this for your smite or your sneak attack?
And I get my assassinate one which doesn't matter now because I've already had advantage.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
Do I get my sneak attack?
I think
You
should
rolled with
do.
advantage, so yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
well sneaky.
I get my sneak.
I thought.
Put my sneak attack on that. 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then how many d6 do I get? Remember how many
It's
D6 I get?
D8s for your smite. It's going to be 3d8 for your smite because he's undead.
Oops. Yeah.
It's a metaphorical smack up the chops.
That's 46.
Fuck me.
Yeah. So as you strike him, he just hisses at you. Liar! Liar!
Yeah.
And then he's going to out there. And he's going to sort of move towards the rest. He's going to bonus action disengage. And as he bonus action disengage, he's just going to give it a double sort of like
Right.
him.
Cool. Okay, smart. Yeah.
Right.
Hold up. One
Okay.
sec. Hold up. Are you done, Andy?
Going to say to the rest of the crew, despite me in the way I am, I've come to quite like a bunch of preferable weapons. and it's going to stand with the rest of the crew.
Go on then, Mark. Akxikas.
Right. Okay. Can I remember, Dave, having fought vampires spawn particularly, is it worth doing necrotic damage to them? Can I remember that?
No. It is not worth
in
it.
that case, I'm going to what is it? On her and her, I'm going to cast. I'm going to plan to Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
So for first one on her face, that's going to miss, isn't it?
14 misses.
I'm going to do the same again then.
31
That
hits. Your damage is...
damage is 10. That's awful.
How would you like to
I'm
kill
gonna-
Anastasia?
Oh, that's just going to
Nice.
be black, solid, almost solid, sort of sucky and lighty blackness in a just stream from his fingertips, and one of them's just gone straight through her heart, and she's done the entire Buffy thing that happens in Buffy. They
Tiny.
sort of
Turn into dust.
and bonus. Hang on. Yeah, I've not used my bonus action yet. So I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to quick spell on Eldritch Blast again.
Okay.
So I'm going to have these going. I'm going to Escher.
Okay.
So number 1. Stop being a bellend. Oh, bollocks. 16?
16 is exactly what you need to hit these.
Hey! Same again. 10 damage from that one.
Okay, second.
Second one coming in. Oh, missed with a 15.
Miss with a 15. Done.
That's going to be me done, yeah.
Okay.
Rubbish.
It's my +3, Dave, to my hit. Because of my aura sharpness.
Well, you have to remember it next time.
All right.
So,
Yeah, fuck
Can
you.
Van Richten give somebody random inspiration as well?
yes, he's going to give it to Damian. That is his turn. Strahd's turn. Strahd's chuckling. He's watching Valkyn, and he's going to say, well, you won't be first to die, Valkyn, but you will die. And then as he gestures, he vanishes. Turns invisible.
Nice.
Takes us to Escher. Escher's now stood in front of Damian. He's going to have his full round of attacks. First attack against Damian is going to be 11.
Disadvantage.
Warding Flare.
Okay.
No, it's with
The
disadvantage.
disadvantage
Oh,
anyway.
you already
anyway.
disadvantage. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let me roll the second attack with disadvantage. His first attack was disadvantage 22.
So with my patient defense plus, hang on a minute. So I've got patient defense up because I've done a bonus action to punch. Tell a lie, it's not patient defense. It's agile parry, so +2 to my AC, and then I shall use my reaction for defensive duelist to bump it up by +4, so it misses.
Yep, done. So Strahd is going to use one of his legendary actions to move again. That takes us to Barwolf.
Did Escher take his radiant damage?
He didn't. Thank you, Jake. Well done.
No worries.
Barwolf.
I don't suppose I could try and see if I can see Strahd kicking anything around or try and smell him out.
Searching is an action.
I think I'll do it then, yeah.
Okay. So let me just generate a roll that you need to beat. Okay. Go for it.
What am I doing?
Well, it won't be. Yeah, it will be perception. But what under what circumstances are you allowed advantage? Because I need to see if I can allow it.
I get advantage on anything that relies on hearing or smell. I get heightened senses.
That's fine. Yeah, you can have advantage.
$27.
You do not detect him.
Jesus.
Damn.
Okay.
He obviously had a bath before this fight.
I think I'm going to try and move,
Okay.
but I'm going to step back to here.
Okay. So that's 3 opportunity attacks.
That's fine.
Yeah. They will be all with disadvantage. Okay. First one is 21.
Use my reaction blood curse of the eyeless to take a 1d6 from it.
Yeah.
Take 3 from it, so it misses.
Yeah, it does. So second one, disadvantage attack. 16 misses. We know that. And the last one, 13 misses. Okay. Any bonus actions? Anything else from Barwolf?
No, just that I can do bonus action wise at the minute.
Okay. So that takes us to Valenta. She is going to now step into the vacated space and attack Damian.
She's going to take some radiant damage.
She is brilliant. Okay. So
I'm just going to quickly
disadvantage.
fillet some falafel. Well, because I should be able. I should be back before my go.
Disadvantage attacks. 14.
Yeah. Misses.
9.
Misses.
Damian.
So Damian's now gonna look at Escher and said, "I told you I was gonna get you." And then he's gonna make an attack with the Sun Sword again. Okay. That's for a 25 to hit.
Hits.
For 14 plus a d8. Not bad. That's 18 points of radiant damage.
How does he die?
Damian's just gonna drive the Sun Sword straight through his chest and through his heart. And then he's just going to swing it out as he turns to dust, and then he's going to turn it on to the vampire that's next to him, Valenta.
Yeah.
And then another attack with the Sun Sword for a natural 20, baby.
48 plus 9.
So that's
24.
24 damage.
Yeah.
Plus, and is that it'll be another 2d8 as well, won't it, for the Suns? Yeah. For 29 points of damage.
29. Okay.
Is she dead?
No.
Right, bonus action puncher for a 24.
Hits.
For 8 points of damage.
Okay. Anything else?
That's everything from Damian at the moment.
Okay. Brungrik. You're muted, Sam.
I thought he was just pondering, to be fair.
I
I'm going to
did
take a
start
swing
off
with the great sword at Valenta.
Okay, go for it.
25 to hit.
Hits.
9 points of slashing and 1 point of radiant damage.
How does she die?
Clean, professional, no fucking around. He means business. And business is good.
Anything else?
Bonus action, spiritual axe on Ludmilla.
Gotcha.
Tip. 28 to hit.
28 hits.
8 points of, I think it's force damage.
It is from the spiritual weapon, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that's it for now, mate.
Okay, Valkyn.
He's going to. He's going to take a swipe at. He's going to move in and take a swipe at Ludmilla.
Okay, that's a flanking position, so you can attack with advantage.
Get in.
+3 to me attack rolls as well with
You dirty
with the
flanker.
sharpness. Dirty flanker. It's a nat 20 for a total.
Fucking sneak attack.
Double everything.
And sneak attack as well.
And then wait.
You've
Yeah,
metaphorically kicked her in the dick.
2, 7,
Hardly
so
doing
that's
any
14 d6. 2, no, it's not.
Wow.
6, it's 12 d6. Yeah, so 13. Oh, well, it's 2 lots of sneak attack damage, so you can roll that again. 12
little girl.
plus 13, 25, 30, 41. Wow. Anything else?
He's going to bonus action disengage and he's going to move up by Brungrik and Barwolf.
Nice.
To Barwolf, and
Akxikas.
he's gonna say,
yeah.
"That's on."
Right, so
Yeah.
Ludmilla. I'm just going to go in. I'm not knocked down with waiting anymore. Was the fucking Strahdsters around? Right. It's going to be ballroom bastard. Fingers crossed I'll hit. One does.
26, yeah.
Minimum damage. Fucking hell. Second one. Natural 20.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You say
One off maximum. Yeah.
28 damage in total. How
Yeah.
does she die?
That's going to be very similar to the first one, except it's going to be straight through the temple.
Nice.
Shirley Temple.
Properly. That's how annoying it was. It's annoying as Shirley Temple. Not quite as annoying as Greta Thunberg, but getting there.
Anything else from Akxikas?
I have. Is there anything? I can't see anything else, can I? Around
Nope.
here? Which case.
I think Barwolf will kind of shout up to the group, "We need to protect Van Richten."
Yeah, I'll just as a bonus action, I'll convert one of my first level spell slots. So I've got 2 extra now into a sorcery point, and be done.
Okay. So now in the recesses of this tomb, you hear the voice echoing around. Strahd will say, "Come to me, my children." Jake, would you roll 2d6 for me? Sorry, 2d4 for me.
2d4. That's a 7.
7. And Mark, would you roll a d4 for me, please?
Yep.
Please say that's not 7 vampire spawn.
Okay. Okay. That takes us.
I'm just making sure. I should say I've got I've got 4 sorcery points. I use, just to confirm, if anyone can remember, I will have used 1 to twin spell the what's it? Protect Good Evil, and 2 to quicken the Eldritch Blast I did, but I haven't done anything else, have I?
Not this fight. That takes us to
Right.
Barwolf at the top of round 3.
Okay. I think I'm going to move to here.
Yeah.
I'm going to have another go at trying to sniff him out.
Okay. Go for it.
18.
Nothing. No clue. The voice is echoing around the chamber.
Can I use my heroic inspiration to roll again?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You've rolled advantage on it.
Before. Oh yeah, don't matter then.
You can heroic inspiration. You can re-roll 1 dice, I think.
Okay.
So you could have 1 d20.
But I've got an 18, so I need to get a natural 20. I'm gonna hold off then.
Okay. Damian.
Is there a lid on Strahd's coffin?
Yes, it's sealed.
But there's all this ground. There's actually the earth around it.
Yeah.
I think Damian would move forward, and Damian's gonna open up the bottle of holy water that he's got in his bag of holding, and he's gonna empty it all over the ground around Strahd's, around Strahd's sarcophagus.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. It sort of starts to hiss and steam, but there's a laugh. Strahd's laughing, and it's reverberating around the room.
Damian would be like, I bless this ground on behalf of Sergei von Zarevich, the von Zarevich with the most kind of heart, the one
Nice.
who knew the warmth of love and not the cold shoulder of rejection.
You can hear the voice now, a fitting tribute to a weak soul.
He had strength in ways that you will never know.
He's just laughing. Anything else?
Think Damian will. I mean, what's the sarcophagus made out of?
It's black ebony, I think. Did it say? Let me just double check. I'll read it to you again.
Is it like wood or is it like made of stone?
Yeah, no. It's so it's finely waxed wood with brilliant brass fittings.
Open it up, set it on fire on the inside.
Yeah, I think I'll open it.
Okay. Inside, it's plush. There's red velvet. Very plush.
Coil one
upholstery
down.
Inside.
Bonus action poo.
No, Mark. No.
Everyone knows it's an action to poo.
He's not inside it, is he?
No.
I think I'll move back to the group and leave it at that for now. Or like move
Okay.
back over here. Don't know, he's having a bit of a mare.
Yeah. Brungrik.
How far do you shed daylight?
How far do I shed daylight?
Yeah.
I want to say like it's reasonably like a good distance. Just trying to look at it now. I guess for some reason I was on the Sunblade on my browser, which is why it's a bit annoying that I can't find it.
It's 15 dim and then 30 total. 15 bright, 15
And
dim, so 30
dim.
total.
Okay.
Monkey.
Yeah, so maybe if I stay within kind of like 15 of the coffin. And then go from there.
So Brungrik's going to move 25 feet to there.
Yeah.
And as an action, I'm going to expend 5 charges on the Holy Symbol of Ravenkind to cast Sunlight. So that's 30 feet from me.
Okay.
Of bright light and 30 feet of dim light.
Okay.
As an action. And then my bonus action, I'm going to move the spiritual axe to about there, sort of central in the room, so that it can respond to things.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it. I've moved, I've acted, I've bonus action.
Okay. Valkyn.
It's going to sort of move to the stage ish. What can I see? Can I see anything at all?
Other than the light from Damian and Brungrik, the coffin in front of you, you don't detect any form of movement unless it's an action to search.
We have to expel one of the charges from the Mace of Terror. I have to see them. It doesn't explicitly say in the description, but do I have to see them to have an effect?
What does it say?
It's a creature that I choose.
In which case, no then.
Okay, so I'll just have to search then. I'll
Okay.
search.
So perception check.
It's an 18.
Nothing. No idea. You can hear this laughing just reverberating around his.
I hate him so much.
Anything else
I think
from
he hates himself.
Valkyn?
He'll reach into his bag of grey bag of tricks. And roll for that.
Yeah.
Pull something out. See, it's good. I'm rolling it. It's a panther again. Paddy was still there, but let's have Patrick. A Paddy and Patrick. Is Paddy still there, or is Paddy gone? I know Barry's gone.
Let me just change this for you.
We'll just
so
have Patrick then. That's fine.
Who are we calling him?
Patrick.
Patrick.
He's a starfish.
It's a panther mark. And
A rusty starfish.
Okay. Patrick appears.
Huge. No, are you sure it is Patrick, or is it me casting Mordenkainen's detachable anus? You'll never know.
Shape of a panther.
Mm.
Can't seem to find a panther. Hopefully you got the stat block. Right. Anything else?
Can I order the panther? Anything with me? I've used my bonus action to. Can't order it to do anything. Is that an action? Yeah, so I've already used my bonus action there, so yeah, I
Okay.
can't do anything else, though.
Akxikas then?
Oh, man, I don't know what to do. Where am I? I'll move slightly forward, and I'll hold a cantrip.
Van Richten will give advantage to Damian again.
Is there a specific thing that we can use it for? Is there any limit? Like, can you use it for pretty much anything?
Yeah, it's heroic inspiration. The new equivalent of heroic inspiration.
Yeah.
So. That's the one. Hold up. Or it's not working for some reason. There it is. Yep. Okay. Would everybody hold on? Would everybody make a dexterity saving throw, please? A fireball erupts between you all.
Have I passed with a 15, Dave?
1 second, Mark. You have not.
Right, I'll use my favoured by the gods to roll 2d4 and add it to it.
Is the 17 a pass?
No.
Okay, I'll use
So
my
add 19 in total then.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay. That's a 25.
So that was a reroll, Jake.
That was my heroic inspiration, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
No, I didn't like the first result, so I was like, let's go again.
Fair enough. So it's just Brungrik that's failed by the looks of it. So 25, 23. Mark, you bumped yours up to 19. Andy rolled 23. Van Richten rolls a natural 1.
Of course it is. Typical NPC syndrome.
It's because he's a sweat egg. A big sweaty egg. Give me my club and I'll crack your head like the putrid egg it is.
The full damage is 28. Everyone else takes half.
Do I
A
take
half
a
it again
quarter?
with me, Dutch, please.
Yep. Absolutely, mate.
I've got resistance to damage and then resist fire as well. So do I take half or a quarter?
think you take. I think you take a quarter from it, mate.
So that would be half damage because I made it. So it'd be 14, a quarter of 14. 2 are 8, 3 4s are 12. So I'm taking 3.
Okay.
Damage.
Okay.
Shouldn't I? Do I have to roll? I'm still on my temporary hit points. Do I still have to make a Constitution save for me spell?
Yes. Yes. All of you have to make Constitution saving throws for your various.
I've just done mine with 20 something.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you pass.
Constitution saving throw.
I'm good.
What's the rule on Constitution saving for concentration?
Concentration is DC 10 Constitution saving throw unless the damage is greater, or it's half the damage, or DC 10. Rictavio has rolled a 1, so Barwolf, he is no longer concentrating on protection from good and evil, which means it drops from Barwolf. Okay, that's Strahd's turn.
And he's still not visible yet.
Still not visible yet. No, he's.
Fireball came in from.
You have a rough idea that it came from the west hand side of the hall. As Barwolf takes his turn.
I'm going to grab some of this holy water infused mud and I'm going to launch it over here.
Okay. So it's an improvised weapon. So if you make a dexterity check, it will be with disadvantage. So just roll it twice because it's against an invisible
penis.
Invisible penis.
19.
19. So mud splatters against the wall there, the ground and the wall there. Doesn't hit anything. Anything else?
No, there's nothing else more. Actually, what I will do, I'm going to move into this corner.
Okay, sure. I am, just so you know, I am occasionally taking legendary actions for Strahd. Damian's turn.
Damian's going to move over here then with the sun sword up. So it's emitting in a 15-foot kind of radius around him, trying to use that to see if it brings Strahd out.
You don't see or hear anything.
And even if I move another 5 feet up like that.
Nope. Nothing happens.
I think on that note, I think Damian is going to call out to Strahd again. And he says, "You've spent all this time playing with us, talking of how we are your puppets.
He's fucking terrified of
bring
us.
us into. You're going to kill us. Yet you run in fear."
I like to play with my toys before I eventually kill them. And there's a light all around.
Yeah, we don't believe you, Dick Splash. The best part of you went down your mum's bum crack.
Now Damian's got him to speak. Can we not pinpoint that in any way?
Searching is an action.
Yeah.
And this voice is echoing around.
Can I try and search then? Because I've not actually used my action. I've just
Yeah. I'll what I'm doing as well. So full disclosure, I'm giving him a stealth check. It will be with advantage because he is He is invisible, and I'm applying it for the round, so you can search.
I mean, it's a 21.
No, you're still not sure.
Okay.
The voice is just reverberating.
Damian's just going to keep the Sun Sword up. And... I think, to be fair, that'll be Damian.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Brungrik.
Brungrik is going to, step forward to, I think it's there, which should mean I'm still covering that corner. Should give me maximum spread for my 30 feet as much as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Going to use the cure wounds on the icon of Ravenloft on myself
Sure.
for 14 points of healing.
Sound.
Bonus action. Going to command the spiritual axe to move.
Yeah.
I'll have it float above the coffin, so it's a bit more central in the room.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Valkyn.
An attempt to sort of shout out Haunt, Strahd, is going to say, the great and almighty Strahd, Lord of all Barovia, uses to hide, skulk in the shadows like a rat.
Shadows are mine to toy with. Much as you are.
Balance.
It's saying this again.
Yeah, can't see him.
That's a funny then.
Can't spot him. Done.
Yeah.
Okay, Akxikas.
Can I have a roll to see if I can find him from where I am?
Yeah, sure.
I need to beat a 24. Actually, if Asriel's around, yeah, bonus action, I'll get Asriel out and let him roll. He gets.
Okay.
Oh, does he? Yeah, because it's we'll hear. It's the sound we can hear, isn't it? So let me just check what his Willy Wonka says. So I'll has advantage on perception checks, rely on hearing or sight. So perception +3, so it'll be the advantage roll with +3.
Okay.
Being a knob, absolute knob. Why won't it let me pick advantage? No.
Just roll 2d20.
Oh. Yeah,
The
that's
7,
one.
and your advantage roll is. So, no. Anything else?
No spotted. I've still got main action. Oh no, that was. I wonder. Yeah, no, done. I'll just have Asriel like safely up and away out of the.
Sure.
Out of the way.
So Van Richten will give inspiration to Damian as well. He's going to stay where he is. He's just going to move slightly, which takes us to Strahd's turn.
Dave,
Yeah.
going to apologise. For some reason, D&D Beyond's done it wrong. I need to re-roll that hit point save that I did. It's not
Yeah, that's
1d6. Is that all right? I'll
Yeah, that's
retcon
fine.
it.
That's fine. Okay. So, Strahd is going to ask Barwolf to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Have you still got your temp HP? That's at advantage, mate.
$16. I'm going to use me bless and add a D4 to it as well.
Okay. 20. So Strahd is going to appear clung to the ceiling here.
As he does. Yeah.
And as you can see him now, as he starts chuckling, and his eyes have this glow about them, as he will say, "Barwolf, I invite you to join my side." And Lewis Barwolf feels himself being compelled, but you manage to shrug it off. As Strahd will move down to ground floor as his movement. He's now in the open. Barwolf's turn.
Right then. You can't. So I'm going to bonus action my flame weapon on my bow this time.
Yep.
Yeah, fine. Bit of a kick in the scrot. And I'm going to load one of my Bloodseeker arrows into my bow for advantage on this attack roll.
Yep.
Turn into a
Lewis.
chicken.
Lewis, are you still in your temporary HP?
It's gone now.
You get advantage on this attack.
Do I?
Yep.
All right, I won't
What-
load it just yet then.
No. Once you take damage, you get advantage on your attack.
Hey,
I
little
haven't taken
small
damage
cat.
though, have I?
You've just took damage, haven't you?
What, from the
On the
fireball?
fireball.
Yeah.
You've just caused yourself damage, have you not?
Oh, yeah.
So you get advantage, and then that's it. You're done. That spell's ended. For you.
Oh, okay. I'm going to declare my sharpshooter feat as well, Dave, if that's all right.
Okay. Yep. So you're on. You're taking damage though, Lou. Yeah.
I've took it, yeah, took 5.
Right.
So that was 18.
18.
We'll take away 5. So can I use my
that
heroic
misses.
inspiration to re-roll that?
Yes.
Can I just check who's got the...
So
who's
20 to hit.
20 hits.
Sharpshooter feat. Nice.
What's that, Jake?
Who's got the thing to trap his soul?
Arsenal.
That's 23 points of damage.
Yeah.
Plus 4.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use my archery feat for grasping arrow.
Yeah.
So he takes an extra 2d6 poison damage, but I think he's immune to that anyway, isn't he?
No.
Okay. So that's 5 points of poison damage. His speed's reduced by 10 foot. And he takes 2d6 for every 1 feet of movement he takes.
That's
Okay.
nice.
Is there no saving throw for this?
Let me just double check. You can do an acrobatics to get out. I'm just checking something on here.
The extra damage for him there.
Now, it doesn't say this costs an action or anything, but now I've hit him with the bow. He's now got Brand of Castigation on him.
Okay.
So once per short long rest, whenever you damage a creature with a weapon that has an active right, you sear an arcane brand into the creature. I always know his location.
Oh, you beauty.
Each time he does damage to another or me within 5 feet, he gets 3 psychic damage. He can only dismiss it by using Dispel Magic.
Okay, nice. And you can use 2 rights in a turn.
It's not a right, is it? It's
just triggers. Gotcha.
Just triggers, yeah, because I've hit him.
Okay,
and then I'm going to have my second shot with advantage with a Bloodseeker arrow, and I'm going to do my sharpshooter feat.
Okay, go for it.
21.
Yeah, 21 hits.
15.
25.
So 25 plus 5.
Plus another 5. Nice round. Anything else?
Nah, that's me.
Okay, so he is going to move 5, 10. He's going to move 10 feet towards Brungrik as a legendary action.
Damage.
Yeah.
Let me just double check something. Yeah. Nine points of poison damage.
Okay. Okay. That's your turn, though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damian.
Right, so Damian's going to key point. I think it's might be a bonus action to do it as well, but I'm going to Step of the Wind.
Okay.
Let me just double check, but I believe it is a bonus action to do it. You can spend 1 key point to take the as a bonus action, yeah. So I'm going to spend my first key point. I'm going to then run the full 30 feet. I'm going to run 65 feet to get into range of Strahd with the Sun Sword.
Yeah.
I am then going to attack him with the Sun Sword and then go from
Here we go.
So that's a 27 to hit.
27. So I've taken 20 damage from the Sun Sword. Yep. 27 hits. Oh, no, wait a minute. Damian, he's not entered. No, he doesn't take that damage.
You're right. It's on his turn, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. 27 hits.
So Damian's going to run at him anyway. 27 to hit, but Damian's going to roll his D8 plus 9, and then he's going to use one of his Monster Hunter dice as well for another 2d8 of damage.
Okay.
So that's another 10 points of radiant damage. He's going to then attack him again with the Sun Sword for a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
And then he's going to do the exact same again. So he's going to attack him. So that's 17 points of damage plus another 2d8.
Yeah.
That's ludicrous damage.
12 points of damage.
What's that, 29? Yeah.
Yep. And then Damian's going to look Strahd in his face and he's going to say, "This is for all of my ancestors and for Sergei," as he action surges. That's 28 points of damage. That's 28 to hit.
28 hits.
And then exact same rinse and repeat. Plus another 2d8. That was a bit of a. That's 17 points of radiant damage.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna hit him one more time with the Sun Sword for a 23 to hit.
Only 3 hits.
And then the exact same again. So that's 15 points of damage.
Yeah.
And another 6, so that's 21 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Still up.
I've used my bonus action to get there, so that's Damian done.
Okay. He's going to use a legendary action to make an unarmed strike against Damian.
Yep.
So this is a disadvantage attack.
Yep.
He takes
12.
3 points of psychic damage as well.
It's 12. What's the 12 to hit?
12 to hit.
Yeah, that's going to miss.
Sorry.
Brungrik.
Dave, did he take damage from being in bright light at the beginning of his turn, Strahd?
He
On
did.
his
He
turn.
took it from
Yeah,
he
yeah.
took it from yours. Yeah.
Yeah, just double checking. Because you mentioned Jake doing it and then retcon. I was like, oh, hang on, have we missed that entirely?
No. He's been
cool.
regenerating while he's been crawling around the ceiling, but he had to take it from you.
From me, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So now he's appeared in Brungrik. Brungrik's frustrated and pissed off. He's really pissed off. Dave, I'd like to rage.
Yes. Go on, mate.
So swing with the great axe. Sword, great sword. That's a 28 to hit.
28 hits.
Oh, it's only a great sword, though. How the hell did he do any
13
damage?
points of damage. And 7 points of radiant damage. The sword is magical.
Yeah.
Strahd, as Brungrik runs his sword from shoulder all the way down to midriff, turns to mist. As the cackle ceases, the look of shock on Strahd's face, as the mist starts to move towards the coffin. And as
Damian's.
yeah, go on.
No, carry on.
As it coalesces above the coffin, it descends, and there's a hiss all around as Strahd's body appears again inside the coffin, lying down, eyes closed. What do you want to do?
Who's got the thing?
We need the thing to trap his soul, don't we?
Our soul.
So
What thing?
Van Richten will take off the ring of mind shielding and give it to Akxikas, who's closest to him. And he will say to Akxikas, put this on his finger, stake him through the heart. It's the best we can do.
I see. Somebody got stakes, haven't they? Who's got stakes on?
I've got stakes.
Right, well,
I've got a
wait
stake.
for-
Brungrik
run-
pulls out his original axe that he started the campaign with, snaps it over his knee, and he buries the head of it in the centre of his chest, and then thumps the bottom half of the haft into his chest.
I'll do the other bit, and I'll slip the thing on his finger.
Okay.
I'll run over there
Barwolf
and
will
slip the
bring
ring
out
on.
the canes from his back pocket and go, I've got the wedges.
So as you do this with the ring of mind shielding on, and the stakes impale Strahd's chest, his eyes open briefly. Strahd cannot hide surprise as death takes him into the black abyss. Surprise turns to rage, and the pillar stones of Ravenloft trembles with fury, shaking dust from the ceiling of the vampire's tomb. The shudders abate as Strahd's burning hatred melts away, replaced at last with relief. The dark orbs of his eyes wither and sink into his skull as his corpse deteriorates before you. In a matter of moments, only bones, dust, and noble garb remain. Strahd von Zarovich, the Dark Lord of Barovia, is dead and gone.
Yeah.
Pick his head.
It's gone. It's just
I'm gonna coil one.
disintegrated.
Yeah, where his head was,
Oh,
you know,
I thought it was
his
buried.
head dust. I'm going to coil one down on his pillow in his head dust as a little present.
As this happens, you can see bats enter through this entrance and fly around looking for something, and then they disappear. And then, exactly where you guys arrived, Rahadin appears.
Oh, this.
And will
This
scream,
lummox.
Master, no! Let's roll initiative.
Oh,
Ooh.
is what I'm saying there.
What I'll do is place you all around the grave, actually.
Oh, check me out with me 18 initiative.
Just need to get rid of my axe there, Dave. That's it.
Yeah, we'll shift it there, shall we?
Only a minute, I think.
Oh, go right. Okay, right.
Let me just double check. Yeah, it's only a minute. It would have over. Do you know what I mean? Would have dispelled. It was already like 3 rounds in,
Yeah.
so.
Cool. Okay. No, I did roll for Rahadin, didn't I? Where's he gone? Where's his tokens gone? There it is. Right, I can't do that to you. His original roll was 14. Actually, yeah, he stays where he is. So, Akxikas, you're the first to react. You've already killed him in your game.
Yeah,
but he's now materialised here. The bats, by the way, his second turn was Children of the Night. He summoned them. So he summoned 7 of them in 3 rounds.
Oh.
Go on then, Mark.
Could I ask Rahadin to make a DC 18 Dex save, please?
You can. He rolls 25.
Right, he's going to get half damage from this then. So that's going to be 18 damage after
18.
his dodge, the big girl's blouse.
Okay.
And I will quicken spell on a Eldritch Blast and give him some of that as well.
Okay.
In fact, no, I won't. I'll use I'll cast Hex on him.
Okay.
I'll still quicken it, obviously. Oh no, I can't.
Yeah.
Can I? It's got to be. So yeah, I'll go with the original plan.
So Hex
So
it.
it's going to be. No, I'm not going to be able to because it's It's another spell, isn't it? It's got to be a cantrip now. So here we go. First shot. 21.
21 hits.
Oh, minimum. Second
Okay.
shot.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
15 damage.
Okay, anything else?
Now he's done.
Okay, Brungrik.
Brungrik is going to step forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So if he's affected by the sunlight, he's now in it. Yep. And then he's going to cast a spell. He's going to miss.
Guiding Bolt every time. Guiding Bolt misses.
Every time.
Anything else?
Every single time I've cast Guiding Bolt.
You know, I have the same issue when I play Baldur's Gate. Every time I throw a Guiding Bolt, he misses.
That's it.
Maybe it's a clause in the spell.
It seems to be.
Rahadin's going to move forwards. He's going to take 3 attacks against Valkyn.
Warding Flare on the first one.
Okay. So disadvantage attack. With a disadvantage, that's natural 1.
Yeah, boy.
Second is going to be 28 to hit.
Yeah, use uncanny dodge on that one, please.
Yeah, 12 damage, half to 6 then. Last attack is going to be 24.
Yeah, hit.
Is 8 damage. And then anyone within 10 feet of him needs to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Where is he? Shit, that's me then. Fall back.
23.
I have advantage because I still have my temporary hit points.
Yeah, so if you've still got your 10 hit points, you do have advantage on that save.
Roll.
15.
Just as well.
Okay, so
two very different results there, Mark.
15 fails, 14 fails. Everyone else has passed. So Damian, and let me just make sure. Actually, you're out of range, Jake, aren't you? 10 feet, 5.
Winner.
Yeah, you're out of range anyway. So it's Barwolf. So everyone else takes 13 points of psychic damage or half if you've passed from the screams that emanate from Rahadin.
3.
Damian.
Saving throw, Dave, from me concentration.
Okay.
Can I?
Oh, sorry, you're waiting for me. Yeah, that passes then.
Mm-hmm.
Jake?
I'm going to reach down to Strahd's hand and I'm going to remove the ring. And I'm going to place it into the bag.
Yeah, his corpse is gone. The ring's still there. In theory, the soul is inside the bag.
Inside the bag or inside the ring?
Yeah, his soul is inside the ring. So you reach down, grab the ring, put it inside the bag of holding.
That's my plan, yeah.
Tidy, yeah. So I'll allow you to do that for free, mate.
Is that as a bonus action?
No, you can just do that. That's fine.
Okay, so Damian's then going to pull out the blood whip.
Yeah.
And he's going to vault over the coffin to within kind of 10 feet range.
Go for it.
And then he's going to be like fully a wraith as he makes a blood whip attack again.
Nice.
It's not that good though, it's only a 14.
14 misses.
So it goes again. That's better, 21.
21 hits.
For 9 points of damage. 10 points of damage, sorry.
10 points damage. Got it. Okay. Anything else?
And then Damian's going to step backwards. I can't move, but yeah, I'm going to move. I don't know. Oh, I think it's because I've ended in the same place as Azrael.
Oh, right.
Bloody Azrael. Oh, it's okay.
There you go. I've moved Azrael.
So yeah, I'm going to then move back.
Okay. Valkyn.
He's going to take a swipe with his Crusader sword.
Okay.
12
is going to miss.
He's going to action command Patrick to have a go.
Okay.
I'm not sure what I'm rolling for that.
Just roll d20. I've got his stat block. It's +5.
Cool. $19.
24 hits. That his damage is 1d6 +3. Four damage. Okay. Anything else?
No. I'm standing in front of this motherfucker.
Okay. Barwolf.
I'm going to go to here.
Yeah.
I'm going to load my last Bloodseeker arrow into my bow.
Okay.
They done well, they have.
Yeah.
sharpshooter feat on this. 24 plus so take away 5, 19 to hit.
19 hits. Just hits.
So that's 21 points of damage plus
Yeah.
3 fire damage.
24, yeah.
And then I'm going to have another shot with my longbow. And I'm going to load a +1 arrow to it as well.
Okay.
So it's +1 to my attack. I am going to do the sharpshooter feat as well.
Sure.
So +1 for the magical arrow, and I'm going to use my bless as well on this.
Okay.
+4.
Yep.
So let me add it all up. So 20 to hit plus the D4. 1, take away 5. That's going to miss, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's me.
Okay. Van Richten's just going to back off. He's looking haggard. Mark, Akxikas' turn.
Hey, so where is he? He's there. I can't get a clear line through him without hurting someone. So,
Mark, you have advantage on your first attack.
wicked. Bonus action. I'm going to drop the concentration on the good and evil thing because it's not useful anymore. And go down to my last extra first level spell slot and cast Hex on Rahadin for the bonus action.
Yeah.
And then first one of these gets a advantage.
Okay, go for it.
Here we go. First roll. Double 1.
Double 1 misses.
Second one. That's more like it. 30.
30 hits, yeah, your damage.
Eldritch Blast. So it's this. Plus
D6.
5 necrotic.
16. Gotcha. Anything
and
else?
I am done. No, I'm done.
Brungrik.
12 with the greatsword.
Okay, go for it.
Miss.
Yeah.
Graze. Have you got? Oh, it's not new
No.
rules, is it?
Anything else?
Oh,
No.
Okay, his turn. He's going to continue with Valkyn. He's just enraged.
Warding Flare on the first attack.
Okay. Disadvantage roll against Valkyn rolls a 2, so that misses. Second attack is going to be 26.
Mm-hmm.
Misses.
9 damage.
Any dodge?
Sure. Last one is 17. That misses.
That misses.
Yeah. So he's going to rinse and repeat anyone that's within 10 feet, which is still Akxikas.
so what's that again?
That it's a wisdom saving throw.
Right, I've lost my 10 hit points now as well, so just a normal one. 10.
I rolled 2 nat 20s on a wisdom saving throw on the trot.
Nice. So Brungrik as well then.
Oh,
You don't
Patrick.
Wisdom save for Brungrik, please.
I did it.
Oh, did it? What did you get?
It was 24.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you've passed. It's just Akxikas that's failed. Well, full damage is 28. Half is 14.
Is it psychic damage? Did you say?
Yes. Yeah.
Right. So it's hard. It's just halved for my resistance to damage,
Okay.
and I'm taking 14.
Damian's
and I'll make my
turn.
savings throw in a minute. DC 14 savings throw, Dave.
Okay, mate.
Concentration. It's a con, isn't it? With
Yeah.
advantage though.
You only took minimal damage, Mark, so 10's your actual watch. Go on, Jake.
So I'm going to attack him again with the blood whip. So
Yeah. Okay.
that's a 29 to hit
Yeah.
for 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay, second attack.
That's an 18
18 is exactly what you need to hit Raiden.
for 13 points of damage.
Okay, still not down.
So I'm going to step in.
Yeah.
Bonus action, flurry of blows.
Okay.
Flurry of flows. Come on, Vexy, get out of the way of the screen.
3 unarmed strikes, isn't it? Let me just double check it, but flurry of blows after you take attack action until your turn. You can you spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So that's a 20 to hit.
It's
With 6 points of damage. And the second one is going to miss at 13.
Okay. Damage 6.
I'm going to polish the cat and get a drink. I shall not be very long.
That takes us to Valkyn.
Come on,
Andy.
Valkyn. He'll do you.
Nat 20 with a Crusader sword.
Boy.
There it is. There it is.
End him.
2,
Finish
4, so that's 66 plus 7.
And then goodness.
$29.
I lost the other one. How much was it?
You did 29 altogether.
Well, yeah, but it was a crit, so it's
yeah.
You need another sneak attack damage.
If this isn't that, how do you want to do this? I don't know what it is.
How would you like to kill him?
He is enraged. He's going to lunge at him with the Crusader sword, and he's going to end up like just plunging it into his chest. He's going to end up straddling him, screaming in his face, and then he's just going to end up cutting into his neck and sawing it off, decapitate him. He's going to rip his head off and hold it up
Nice.
as a trophy.
Nice. Yeah, so everything now is quiet in Castle Ravenloft. You can hear the creak of the pillar stone as it initially rumbled, but then it settles. You're still in the crypt of Strahd von Zarevich. What would you all be doing?
I'm going to take a minute to start healing people.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to start with Valkyn. So 3, 9, 13,
Oh.
22. How are you looking so far? 22 points of healing so far, mate.
I am at 2/3. I'm going to use.
I've still got more to go, mate.
Anybody else that needs it?
I could. If there's any, I don't need it bad, but if it's going begging.
I can use my potion of greater healing.
Oh no,
Dude,
don't do that.
I've still got 6 rounds of 2d6 to go. So I may
I'll
just keep
take it
going.
if it's going.
Right, Jake, take this one. So there's 6 to you, Jake.
Okay.
I'll take 4. Mark, there's 7.
Oh, thank you very much.
Andy, have another 6. It's another 5 for me. How are we looking? How's everyone looking now?
I'm not looking too bad.
I think while this healing's
Alright.
happening, I think Damian's going to go and speak to Van Richten.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Himself off.
I'm literally just stood there, and over a minute, you just get the healing. It's the what's it called? The aura of vitality. Do you want the last one then, Andy? I think you're still the lowest.
Yeah, 45-66 at the minute, I think.
Yeah, so take the last one then, mate. Another 4.
Thanks very much.
Nice. So as you walk over to Van Richten, he's just leaning on the side of the coffin, looking exhausted, looking his age for the first time. And he looks up and he smiles towards you all.
Damian would take out his potion of greater healing and offer it to Van Richten.
He'll say, "No, keep that. You've got adventures ahead of you. This was my final chance to do some good.
And we did it.
We did it.
We ended him.
We did it. The devil is dead.
For all those who have suffered underneath him, we have done it.
We need to make sure the people know what's happened."
Well then, we shall gather our friends from within, and we shall burn this place to the ground. We shall light the beacon.
Nice. I agree. So as you say this, he goes over to the door. He says, "Well, let's retire." And he pulls the handle as the portcullis rises, and the other side of the portcullis you can see Mordenkainen, Esmeralda, and Irina as they appear and look around you all and say, "Come, quick, come outside. You need to see this." And as you make your way through to the entrance to Castle Ravenloft and look outside, you see sunlight for the first time in what seems like a lifetime. It's a bright, fresh morning. You can hear bird song. You can smell the dew in the air. There is no mist. There are no howls. There is nothing vicious about the landscape. And you can see now, as you look down over the village of Barovia and all around Barovia from your vantage point, how beautiful this countryside is. And approaching you up the entryway, you can now see Madame Eva riding on the front of Vistani wagon. And she will stop in front of you and bow. Go on, Jake.
Damian would, I guess, like he'd hold the sun sword's hilt in his hand as he's kind of walked out into the sunlight, and he'd be like, "We did it, Sergei. We did it."
So you get nothing but joy coming from the hilt of the sword. Joy and just pure, unadulterated joy as it blazes unbidden. You've not even asked it to; it just blazes. And also as Irina's next to you now, the sun sword. There is some sorrow in the sun sword, as you know. The attention of Sergei shifts towards Irina, but then there's just more joy. But Madame Eva will approach you now, nod towards Van Richten, Mordenkainen, Esmeralda, and you all, and she'll say, "So it is, the prophecies were true. You have managed to vanquish him." And she nods towards Esmeralda, and Esmeralda will say, "He's going to return, isn't he?" And Madam Eva will say, possibly. Only fate will tell. Only time can tell us. The dark powers of these lands in the mist are unknowable. Even I cannot predict that. But our time as Vistani here is done. The people will see us as heralds of and spies for Strahd. So we bid you farewell.
Giggity.
I think Damian would bow to Madam Ava.
So,
He'd probably turn around to her and say to her at the same point, though, our people were born to travel. We are nomads, and we share tales. Share tales of this, of how the devil was defeated.
And of your valor, and of your birthright. However, this tale has been told before in exact same circumstances, and he has always returned.
We killed his
The fact that we trapped his mom.
What happens to the bag of holding if we were to destroy it with his ring inside?
The bag of holding is difficult to destroy. You know that if you could put that inside another pocket dimension, then strange things would happen. But the exact... let me just get it for you.
Damian wouldn't want the bag of holding to be destroyed anyway. Or the ring.
Spag rolled in.
So the ring of mind shielding.
He's either trapped in the ring or he goes to the afterlife.
Yeah. While wearing the, you can take a magic action to. While you die wearing this ring, your soul enters it. Unless it already houses a soul, you can remain in the ring or depart for the afterlife. So what Madam Eva will tell you is that Strahd will eventually figure out that all he has to do is choose to leave for the afterlife. It might take him a while. His rage knows no bounds, but he's a clever foe. And once he's released back to the afterlife, there is a chance that the dark powers of these mist lands will bring him back.
Well, until he is potentially fated to return, I shall take it upon me to guard this ring.
Okay. She agrees. She'll say, yeah, it's the safest place to be with you, and inside there. I don't for a second think that his rage will subside for quite some time.
He had to wear that uncomfortable hunk of metal in his ass.
So
the
his
day
body
of the dysentery.
For his body to regenerate, he has to return to his coffin, doesn't he?
I pooed in it just for a giggle.
Well, let me say congratulations, gentlemen. Level 10, you have successfully completed Curse of Strahd.
I'm not done yet, Dave.
Oh.
Well, here's the thing, because I do need to tell you that the dark powers are far more powerful than you could ever imagine. There is no way to permanently end Strahd. There just isn't.
I had a feeling.
Yeah, it's the curse of Strahd. It's Strahd's curse to rinse and repeat. You've mentioned it several times as we've gone through the sessions. This is it is his curse. What I can do, other than level 10, is you'll visit the village of Barovia, and Ismark is now the burgomaster there, and he establishes a prosperous village.
Yeah.
Hang on, didn't we kill him?
Oh yeah, he did.
He's turned into a
What about that?
vampire.
Oh
We
yeah,
killed
he
him.
did. He was a vampire. He's dead. So Irina will take over as burgomaster. I was thinking about Mark's campaign, not yours. This is the problem when you run so many campaigns at the same time. And Irina doesn't want to leave. She thinks she can do some good for the community. A lot of the Barovians do leave and are able to leave. The ones without souls just stop functioning, just collapse to the ground and wither and die.
Souls.
But the other things inside, you didn't find it initially. Can you remember the room where there was a fireplace and there was a poker in Castle Ravenloft with a picture of Irina or Tatiana above?
Yeah.
Behind there, at some point, because you've got plenty of time now, it's daytime in Barovia, you lift up the poker and a secret door shifts behind. Behind that, there's loads of cobwebs, and then there's another hidden secret door, and this is the cache of Ravenloft. This is Strahd's treasure. In there, there's a +2 shield, which was emblazoned with a silver dragon on it that was taken from Arkenvost and it also grants the wielder. I don't know if any of you use shields, do you?
I used to.
I mean, I can.
It grants a +2 initiative bonus as well. I mean, Valkyn can.
I can what? Sorry.
You can use a shield. There's something. There's an item called a Dern's Instant Fortress, which is erected when you get there. It's basically like a pocket fortress that when you empty everything out, you can shorten this thing down, put it in your pocket, and then throw it out, and it becomes like a fully formed fortress.
They're amazing.
But there's 50,000 copper, 10,000 silver, 10,000 gold, 1,000 platinum pieces. There's 15 assorted gems, 100 gold pieces each. There's a helm of brilliance, which one of you will want. There's a +1 rod of the Pack Keeper, which is for Mark. And then there's 4 potions of greater healing as well. That's the entire fortune inside Castle Ravenloft. Shall we level you all up then?
Yeah.
As well. Might as well, haven't we? While we're doing it. Mark, what would you like a level in?
Sorcerer, please. So
Okay. D6. I've rolled a 1, dude.
I got a 4.
4. What would you like a level in, Andy?
Take a level in Paladin.
Paladin, D10. I've only rolled a 3.
Hang on.
Have you rolled a D10, Andy?
4.
4. Jake, fighter?
Fighter, yeah.
D10. Oh, I've rolled a 9 as well, dude.
Oh, no.
Reroll.
I've rolled another 9.
Go on, I can only roll worse. Lovely, I'll take the 9.
Right. For you, Lewis?
Fighter, please.
Ah, okay. D10. 8.
9.
9. Tidy. Sam?
Cleric. Naturally.
Okay. 5.
I'll take the 5. I got a 4.
Wicked. Helm of Brilliance. So the 2024 version, when you get the helm, it's set with a random number of gems. It's while it's got at least one gem, it emits light. And the different opals do different things. So you can cast spells like Daylight, Fireball, Prismatic Spray, which is a 7th level spell, on Wall of Fire, just by taking one of the gems out and throwing it down. Who's that
Brungrik will
going
be
to?
pushing other people to take these items.
Yeah.
He's got no interest.
So other than game purposes, in terms of the campaign, I don't want it to feel too anticlimactic. We had a lot to do, and I had to include Rahadin into the end, and also I had to tell you that there is no getting rid of Strahd permanently. I know that was your deepest, darkest desire, but you've the best that you could do is keep him contained for a significant amount of time. Anything we want to do? Any questions?
I mean, I think from Damian's perspective, we'd probably want to do a few like wrap up bits before, I guess, like before he decides that he's going to move on.
Yeah.
And do
Yeah,
anything
get
else.
Niloren and go pick Niloren up.
Yeah, they're all safe and well, basking in the sunshine.
Use the spell Greater Restoration that I've just got to get all my hit points back, and do the same for anybody else that's got a hit point reduction.
It does it on a long rest. You find.
What I would say, Dave, for Barwolf's going to mention to the party that he's done what he set out to do, and he's basically going to tell everybody that he's going to be in charge of the werewolves now. He's going to lead them away and make sure that they keep Barovia safe, but he's going to leave the party.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So you
So will
bid
Brungrik.
a farewell to Barwolf, who goes off, finds the pack, and you're going to lead them off through the mist somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's a nice epilogue. To Barwolf. Yeah.
Valkyn's he's gonna take his mask off the first time for campaign. He's gonna turn. Everybody is gonna say, I have dark deeds to attend to. I'm heading home. And he's gonna say, until next time, friends. And he's gonna turn and he's gonna ride off into the sunset.
Nice.
Oh,
Right.
I need to get my sister back. I'm gonna have to work on that next. No idea how I'm gonna do that.
Once we've got Niloren, Brungrik isn't the same after we beat Strahd. It's almost like his age has finally caught up with him, and he walks a little bit slower, and he looks like his armor's a bit heavier. And once he gets Niloren back, he'll bid you all adieu, and he'll say, "It's time. It's time I sat in front of a warm fire and told my stories. It's time I returned to Clan. It's time for me to return to Stone."
Wow.
Oh,
I think Damian would, when Valkyn sets off into the sunset, it kind of, but as Brungrik's saying his goodbyes, I think Damian would probably have a moment with him and say, I know we've not always seen eye to eye on how we achieved this goal of defeating the devil, but you serve your deity with such pride. Retire well.
He'll look at Damian with a he won't look in his square. He's trying not to look. I think it's all a bit emotional for him. He's old. He's an emotional man. We know that. And he'll just say, "That's life. That's life, son," as he just sort of walks away. And it's his sort of accepting that it's fine. That's just the way things are. I mean, he's 300. He knows better.
Nice. So, for the rest of Barovia, then it says, as I've said, sunshine. Irina becomes a wonderful burgomaster, and they get a few years of peace until the mists do eventually return. Irina has the foresight to leave before then.
Irene has the what, sorry?
The foresight to leave before then, so she isn't trapped in the mists. Esmeralda stays around, but Van Richten goes off to retire. Not long after, you lose contact with him. Mordenkainen just disappears off the face of the earth. Go on, Jake.
I was just going to say, from Damian's perspective, as I guess like the rest of the party have disappeared and gone off to do their own things, Damian's going to complete, I guess, his last little bits in Barovia. And I think so. Part of it is he's going to go and visit Leowraith's like grave and corpse, and he's going to kind of like do a nod to that, and he's going to wander around Barovia, almost doing his little nods to the various party members who have died. He's also going to return to Argynvostholt and I guess like just inspect Argynvostholt and see if it has gone to a place of peace with the sun. Like now the sun's out, and if the beacon's powered down, and see if my ancestors have truly.
The beacon's still lit and it still flashes at night time. So even though night descends, it's still a peaceful night, and you can see stars for the first time in God knows how long. But the torch still flashes round, but you don't see any sign of the Knights of the Silver Dragon. They've all turned to dust, all gone back to the grave.
And then I think I'd try and find because he mentioned I've seen my uncle. My uncle was dead in Ravenloft, but I'd also see if I could try and find my dad.
No trace, no sign.
Well, I think from Damian's perspective, then he's going to continue the Gwilym monster hunt in Legacy. And I think he'd kind of probably, although the mists have eased around Barovia itself, he'd probably look to see where else he can vanquish evil.
Nice.
I'm going to go with him as one of, if you'll have me, as one of not knowing what to do in order to get Morrigan back.
Let's do it. Let's go and get her.
I'll walk the mist with you and fight the. Yes. Sorry.
Let's go and get your sister back.
Yeah.
So what I'll do for these characters at some point then, is I'm gonna homebrew something. So for Mark, you just need to do your D&D research and tell me how you wanted to, because it's altering her alignment, it's altering who she is. So you can do your arcane research and figure out what it is, and eventually, Damian, you will just by chance hear other realms in the mist related to the Gwilym name. So I'll homebrew a session or two. Well, not a game or two. It'd be more than a few sessions, and then eventually we'll play this. So for Sam, you can, if you wanted to join in, you can roll a fresh level 10 character. I mean,
I've just had a thought on what I might do.
Okay, but you can. I mean, for Valkyn, I don't know. Would Valkyn be interested in helping out his friends again, rescue Akxikas' sister and Jake's and Damian's dad?
I mean, yeah, he's got his business to attend to at home. I mean, he's gotten a lot of murder back at Halfrintal, but he's yeah, I'd say before he kind of left, he would have handed Damo of his daggers. Just handed it to him and said, "I expect this back." As he turns and walks away, as if to say, "I'll see you again." But yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
after he's dealt with what he needs to do at home.
Well, would Valkyn accept help from Akxikas and Damian to do what he needs to do at home?
Yes, but don't think it'll be within their nature to help me with what I'm actually planning on doing.
Okay.
Then outright murder of his mother, family, anybody that's equal
I guess
right
in some
against him.
respects, though, we hunt all monsters.
Yeah.
Let's hunt some drow. So that's possibly 3 sessions that I can homebrew then. So we've got murder, alignment change, and find. And so what I might do is I'll run Thoughts of Darkness for Damian. I'll adapt that to so the whispers eventually travel to you that there's another realm in the mists.
You've gone.
Who's gone?
You went.
Did I? Am I back?
Might have been on my... You're back now.
It's it's odd word, so I don't know if it's just your mic's a little bit far away from your mouth, so the odd word, if you turn, it seems to miss it occasionally.
That's going to be too loud, isn't it? So what I'll do, if you're up for it, and don't hold me to any time scale, is, again, as long as your characters are up for it, we can go and hunt some drow. We can have some proper fun. So I'll need to discuss what kind of thing that you want, Andy, before I homebrew that and run that. Then we'll go and rescue Morrigan, and then we'll go into the mist once again for Thoughts of Darkness.
Yes.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do before our next session is I'm going to make him a 2024 character. So I'm not going to be changing any of the decisions. It's just going to be updating everything to that. I'm really looking forward to the proceedings. Has he gone through a poo?
He's gone for. But do you know, it's like the mist kind of clears and the sun comes out. You do see an armored figure walking through into Barovia, and he kind of says, "Brother, where have you gone?" And I'll end it there.
Hey. Okay, righto. Let me.
So you all got 2 characters, but one of your other characters maybe want to come with us.
Or maybe one of my character's brothers trying to find him.
So, in terms of the kit, then, Mark, you got the +1 rod of the Pack Keeper.
I did. I've put that on my sheet. Happy days.
Wicked. Because I don't know about you, Andy, but giving you the +2 shield with your Crusader sword, and it gives you +2 initiative. It kind of makes perfect sense. It means that you're never attacking with a bonus attack again. You're going to use your bonus action for disengaging, hiding, or doing all of your other fancy things. But if it doesn't fit the,
hamster.
ever think about it because I've got a load of actions with my 3rd level paladin.
Oh, okay.
A load, a few.
Oh, yeah, because you
I've got-
get to choose a subclass. Choose vengeance.
I was going to say, if you don't choose vengeance, I'll be like, what kind of edgelord are you?
Where was that? Where was that? I didn't even see that.
It's the vengeance.
Always choose
Well, what I'll do. Well, let
Fine.
me just turn the stream off then. So we've come to a conclusion in terms of that, and we know in theory what we're doing at some point with these characters, gentlemen. It's been an absolute pleasure to run this for you.
The relief is utterly palpable.
As if we fucked him up.
Oh, mate, Andy Johnson was MVP by a considerable margin because I genuinely didn't know if he was going to or not. Because hello, Cat.
I actually thought you'd turned. Like I genuinely thought you had.
That was a great moment.
For the past year that Dave's had this fully thought into my head, I've been toing and throwing on what to do to
Mate.
properly turn.
I think it'd have been a completely different fight if you had.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think he would have fucked me over, but yeah,
I don't know.
It would have been a good way to go out.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was like next
I
level
decided
betrayal.
I'd stick with you in the end.
It put Strahd on the back
I'm
foot.
glad you didn't see that coming though, Dave. I thought you would. I thought you would have had that.
I'd pegged you. I think I pegged you earlier than I don't know. I don't want to say that I pegged you earlier than the others. And as you said it, and everyone was. Yeah, I know. And I thought, wait a minute, no, he's going to stab him here. Well, before you actually did, so I'd already decided to ask for a deception check. But it wouldn't have fit if I'd have said, as soon as you said, bow to Strahd, if I'd have asked you for a roll then, it would have given it away. So it was shortly after then that I thought, no, he's going to come good here. And I know exactly what he's done, and I can't fault him. And that screwed up all of my plans. Because you were stood next to him. All of his plans revolved around, and I was, yeah. I mean, if I'm honest, when he revealed himself, if he'd have taken control of Barwolf, that would have been a different fight. But you managed to get on top of that, and then you just unloaded on him. Just pure damage. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice to see.
There was a lot
I'm going to
of
stake everything up.
Yeah.
I'm just going to use everything against him.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Let me turn this off.